welcome you all to this video presentation on assessment tools in the assignment calculation. So here we are going to see what are the important assessment tools and the weightage of each assessment tools. And then we'll see the way to calculate the assignment for CO, PO as well as PSO. This is the overall CO assignment procedure. Here, at the beginning of course plan, we will define the course target, course outcome target for each course outcomes, as well as we'll design the assessment pattern, assessment tools, especially for assignment as well as for internal examinations. And during the course of duration, we'll calculate the assessment tools, the performance of each assessment tools from the students, and thereby we'll calculate, we'll take the average of all the assessment tools based on the weightage. So that thereby we can determine the CO assignment. And once we can identify the CO assignments, we shall go for gap identification. So that is done by taking the target as well as the assigned value. If there is a gap, we can go for corrective measures, which is given as an input to the next academic year. And if there is no gap, we can go for setting the highest target, and then we can also change the curriculum's syllabus content, and we can give it as an input to the curriculum development. And for PO PSO assignment, we already mapped the PO and the CO. Thereby we had the program articulation matrix. Using that, we can calculate the assignment of P1 and PSS. You'll see this one in the coming slides. And there are two important assignments. One is direct assignment, another one is indirect assignment. So direct assignments for definite measurements, what assessment tools we have planned based on that we calculate the performance of each students. And for indirect assessments, we are using the survey questions. Especially this is a subjective or perception based. For CO, it is a post exit survey, and for program, it is program exit survey and through other stakeholders people. And let's see the important assessment tools in direct. So in direct, we'll use two important assessments. One is one semester examination, and for theory, it is purely a written examination. For practical, laboratory courses, we'll conduct the practical examination. And for continuous internal evaluation, we use two components. One is the written component, that is internal assessment. Another one is assignments. So here, through internal assessment, we can check the cognitive level of the students, and through assignments, we can test the higher order skills. And again, we can also use the psychomotor and affective domains can also be tested using this assignments. So these are some of the assignments components. So this will be vary depends on the subjects, and also with subject in charge that they can define any type of assessment tools. So each assessment tools should be marked with the CUs. So thereby we can calculate the assignment of the CUs. And based on the force articulation matrix, we can calculate the assignment of PO as well as PSOs. Similarly, for indirect, you use the exit survey. It's for force exit survey. At the end of the course, we collect it. And for program, we collect the feedback from the stakeholders along with the program exit survey. Once the student completed the course, completed the program, the entire 4 years, we will use this one. And again, this is mapped with all the questions are tagged with the CUs, or the exit survey questions is based on CO and COs. Based on that, we can calculate the assignment of the indirect assignment. And already, as I mentioned, this is continuous internal evaluation and end semester examinations. And here we are using this assessment pattern 20/80. 20% will be given from end semester indirect assessment, and that 80 is for direct assessment. So this can be varied, and this is done based on the quality of student input and the level of students, and again, what is the assignment for the previous years. So, and if there is any changes in the assessment tools and curriculum, based on that, we can also decide it. So the procedure is every assessment tool should be mapped with the COs, and we will collect them. data for each assessment tools item wise, thereby we can calculate it. And let us see the course assignment and the assessment tool weightage for each different types of courses. First, we'll check the theory courses. So in theory courses, we use both direct as well as indirect. For direct, it's 80% and indirect is 20%. And for the direct uh, category, again, we will classify into two types. One is continuous internal evaluation and next one is home semester examination. So here, 40% is given for continuous internal evaluation. That is 32 marks can be taken from two assessments by taking the average of two assessments. So here, for the assessment calculation, 60% will be taken from the written examination, that is 19.2 marks, and 40% from the assignments, so 12.8. So this is out of 80, we will use this calculation. And for one semester examination, we'll take 60%, 48 marks of 80, we'll take it from the theory examinations. So the next component is laboratory. So here the first direct and indirect it is common. The change is in continuous internal evaluation and in semester. So here the component is 60% we are giving to the continuous internal evaluation and 40% we are giving for one semester examinations. And the laboratory courses we use 75%, that is 36 marks can be taken from experiment completion or observation. And from 12 marks, 25% will take it from the model examination. So thereby we'll get 48 marks. And the remaining 40%, 32 marks can be taken from the one semester examination, which is purely a laboratory or practical examination. And next, business theory with the laboratory component. So here we have two categories. So here based on the weightage, the credits, the number of lecture hours, number of practical hours. In this component, we are giving more importance to practical. So 4 hours, that is 2 credits for practical, and one here the next thing is for 2 credit courses, one. And therefore, this is common, direct, indirect, internal assessment and the external examination. We use the 50-50 percentage. So that is 40 marks from the internal assessment and for 40 from one semester examination. And here for the continuous internal evaluation, we use two components, theory as well as laboratory. For assessment one, we use the theory, and for assessment two, we are using the model examination and also the exam completion marks. So here for the written exam, we will calculate 12 marks, and for the assignments, 8 marks. And for assessment tool, the model examination we use 5 marks, and for the exam experiment completion or observation is 15 marks. Then here the end semester examination is purely a laboratory component. Here 40 marks will be taken from them. So by that we'll take it 80%. And let's fund theory courses with laboratory components. And here the variation is in the end semester we use theory as well as laboratory components. So here you can see for the 3 credit courses, 2 credits are given for lecture hour, 1 credit for practical. So here we'll use this weightage. 25% we'll take it from theory exams and from the 25% through laboratory courses. So there is one semester examination which has both theory as well as practical. And for 4 credit courses, here we are giving more importance to lecture hours, 3 credits. So therefore, 28%, 28 marks, that is 35% will take it from theory, 12 marks, 15% will take it from laboratory. And the next, the last LTPC is based on 4 credits. Here the importance is 2 credits is given for practical. So therefore, we are using this methodology. For 12 marks will be taken from theory examination, 28 marks will be taken from laboratory. So altogether, we'll take 40 marks. So thereby, we will get the direct assessment assignment. And then for practical project courses, so here and project courses 60, 40. And in project courses, we use different assessment tools, that is reviews. We can three reviews, and for each review we have different rubrics. In all the three reviews have equal weightage, 20%, that is 16 marks will be taken. Totally 48 marks is given to continuous internal evaluation. And for end semester examination, we'll use the 40%, that is 32 marks. And here we'll use for Viva as well as for report. Report will give 10% and Viva will be 30%. And in the day of Viva, we use three components from the internal classes, from the external examiner, and also through the supervisor. We will process the values, comments. And here there are equal weightage to all the three components. So that's all about the assessment tools and also the weightage. Next, we are going to see how to calculate the CO assignment. So this is the formula for calculating the CO assignments. Already I have said that it is 80% we are taking from direct assignment for each CO. And 20% we are taking from indirect assignment. So here, this is for theory process. Uh, internal for each CEOs, each stands for internal, each stands for external. So how to calculate the internal? So for internal calculation, for each students will calculate. So the total marks scored for the particular CEO by the students divided by maximum marks attended by the students for that particular CEO. So if suppose I have used four assessment tools, all from among all the four assessment tools for CO1, the total marks is 40, and the students attended is 30, and the total marks scored by the students is 24. So therefore, 24 divided by 30 into 100. This varies for each and every student based on the CO, what COs they have attended and what marks he has she scored. The same calculation is for end semester examination, but we are not using that CO wise mark calculation. In that category, we are taking the class average, the pass percentage of that particular class, and that is given for all the students. So this is the CO formula for direct assessment. And for indirect assessment, we give the CO survey questions, and every student will mark the values or give the feedback. So from that, we'll take the weighted average. We'll see this one in detail on the next comment slide. So for continuous improvement examination, every internal assessment should be tagged with the COs. And these are some of the elements of continuous assessment tools: model exam, internal exam, tutorial activities, quiz, the project, field the project report submission, simulations, problem solving, etc. On each CO component, what are the assessment tools we are using for CO calculations? That should be mapped with or tagged with the CO. So this is a typical example. We are using a second internal assessment tool. All the questions are tagged with the COs and also the marks. Let us assume this is having two COs and the total marks for CO1 is 6 and total marks for CO3 is 44. We'll see the example for the one please. So here, the total assessment tools we have used is four: assignment one, assignment two, internal examination one, internal examination two, and there are six COs. This is the distribution of marks for each assessment. And for CO one, only we have used IAT one, and we are taking 5 marks. Then for CO2, from assessment assignment one as well as internal assessment one. For CO3, we have evenly distributed from all the assignments and internal examination. Likewise, this is the distribution, and the overall marks is 40. So this is the question-wise assessment tools with the CO. For assignment one, three questions. This is the mapping of the questions with the COs. This is for assignment two. This is for internal examination one, internal examination two. So let us calculate the assignment for CO3. The same procedure is used for all the remaining COs. Let us take the total marks for CO3 is 10 marks. One from assignment 1, one again one from assignment 2, 5 marks from internal examination 1, and 3 marks from internal examination 2. So you read this. We will collect details from all the students. Let us assume a class is having 10 students. And this is the marks scored by the 10 students. For example, the student 1 scores 1 out of 1 for the assignment. Yeah, for assignment 2 also 1 out of 1. And for internal examination, 3 out of 5. And for internal examination, uh, 2 out of 3. So totally he scored 7 by 10. So 70%. Here it is 40%. This is the attainment weightage. So this is common for all the courses. If it is greater than 60%, you can use give 3, 40 to 60 is 2, and less than 40 is 1. And the total marks scored by the students divided by maximum marks he attended. So if he is not attending this question, so here we will get 4 by 9. So that is maximum marks of students attended for the particular C. So this is the class average for each COs. For CO3, it is 0.7 or 7 out of 1. So totally 7.55 out of 100. That is, sorry, 10. So therefore, in percentage, it is 75.5. Similarly, we can use the calculation for all the remaining COs. For first the CO, it is 66, 80, 75%, 57, and 75. Here, all the CO values are above 60%. Hence, we reach the time is 3. And for semester examination, end examination, we can use the same procedure. And this is CO1 for semester examination also. Then we use the formula 40% from internal and 60% from external. Thereby, we can get the direct CO attainment. So these are the direct CO attainment in percentage. Then for indirect assessment, use the course exit survey, setting the survey questions on each CO in grading scale. And then the students will put the uh, feedback through our automation software and we will count it. Then the weighted average for each CO will be calculated in this manner. So suppose there are 5 COs and the total responses for we are collecting from 10 students and there is the total responses. If it is a full scale grading, will be 100. If it is 4, it is 75, 3 is 50, 2, 25, and 1 it is 0. So if you are using that formula and if you calculate the grade will get 78, 85%. And this is converted to the scaling factor that is from 3%, that is 3 out of 3 will get these values. So then we can use direct and indirect. Here I have given the wrong formula that is 90% direct and 10%. Here in our college we are using 80, 20. So 80% is direct, 20% is indirect. So thereby we can calculate the total CO assignment uh, for a course. So then we can calculate the gap for each and every COs. So here if it is in minus, it is assigned. If it is in positive, 25 minus 70, it is not attained. So you can plan for the action plans. So these are some of the action plans. If it is attained, set new higher targets. If it is moderately attained, we can plan for continuous improvement. And if it is low, very low, low in the sense target revised improvement action plans. And for very poor attainment, we have to take it to the UPC and revise the action plans. And again, we can also think for the course syllabus requirements also. And these are some of the strategies for slow learners, advanced as well as average learners. Next comes the PO as well as PSO attainment. So far, we have seen what are the assessment tools and what are the regions. And again, we have seen the CO attainment procedure. Next, we will see the PO and PSO attainment procedure. For this, we already mapped CO PO mapping. So with that, we will calculate the assignment. So this is the formula for the PO assignment. CO assignment, what assignment we got in the CO, the corresponding CO into scaling factor. Scaling factor is given by actual mapping strength divided by what mapping strength we have given divided by total mapping strength. So this is an example. You can choose an example for a course here. There are five COs, and this is mapped with all the COs as well as PSO, and this is the program articulation matrix, course articulation matrix, and this is the level mapping. This is the average value. Mm, Let us take this course. Here, the average PO attainment is 3, 2.8, 2.6, 1.8. So here how we can calculate that value. So from the for a course, we got the CO attainment. So these are the CO attainments, and this is multiplied with the first CO because CO1 is mapped with the CO1. So we'll take that one. So 4.2.4 into 3, that is the mapping strength divided by maximum mapping strength, that is 3 by 3, that is 2.4. Next case it is 2, so 2.4 into 2 by 3, this 1.6, and for the next case it is 1, so therefore 2.4 into 1 by 3, that is 0.8. So likewise, we can now calculate the attainment for all the components which is mapped with this CO. And if you take the average, we get the average for the particular course. So this is given through the program articulation matrix calculation. So PO attainment calculation. So for the batch, all the courses are listed and we shall list out the PO attainment. For indirect assessment, we use the alumni feedback, program exit survey, and employer feedback. So 20% we can use this one to calculate it. Thank you all.